Hi, friends. It's Pastor Harley from the Broadway Global Methodist Church. Reading once more out of Ephesians chapter 4. In verse 14 and 15, he talks about, one of the wonderful things that happen when we attain to the knowledge of Christ and live in unity with him and with one another. It says, so that we may no longer be children tossed to and fro by the waves and carried about by every wind of doctrine, by human cunning and craftiness and evil schemes. Well, he's saying that as we hang together in unity, hold each other accountable, remember saying, let's center our lives on Christ, even in a firm and brotherly way, asking, have you centered your life on Christ before you went ahead and did that or said that, or took this frame of mind and made it a big thing? He is saying we will not be children. We indeed, the gospel is received as a child, but we also work and grow. God desires us to grow in him, which means growing more like Christ. And we will not be overturned. We'll not be just pushed here and there. The next book, the next idea, the next thing that somebody says won't turn us all aside from the centrality of Jesus. Paul talks about the life of the church and the unity of the church and all that we can be as ministers in his name, that we have a calling and we're all working together toward the fulfillment of God's kingdom. And as he's saying something like, this is what the church is all about, this is what builds up the church, he can't stop talking about Jesus. He mentions Jesus or the Lord or the Spirit at least a dozen times in 14 verses. Nobody else talks like that in our days but St. Paul. I have many books about how can you make a church better, how can you live your life closer to God. And Paul would give us one piece of wisdom: keep turning back to Jesus. There are ideas, there are things, ways we can put the words and ideas of the faith together that might inspire or help us, but never forget to draw close to Jesus in all that you do. Be blessed today. Amen.